up, Lee Tribe, and anyone else new to the channel? My name is Lisa from PassiveShirtProfits.com. You guys, I know I've been MIA even more than usual. I've been out of town for the last few months, and I did a couple of pre-recorded videos before I left, but I am back, and hopefully we'll be doing, more videos than I have been in the past. So I have this shirt that's been selling for the last couple of weeks all of a sudden, and it's an older shirt, and I was like, why is this shirt selling all of a sudden? Then I thought about it. I'm like, Halloween. And it's not a Halloween themed shirt, meaning I didn't tag it with Halloween, but what's happening is people are prepping for the popular retro throwback 60s, 70s, 80s parties for Halloween. So that's why the retro designs are really, really hot right now. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what's selling and give you some examples of things that you can do to narrow these ideas down. So I just went to Amazon and I typed in 70s retro costume shirt. Now you can type in 70s retro Halloween shirt, a bunch of generic phrases just to get an idea of what's out here. And so there are 3,000 results. So you can see they're selling really well. And the winner right now is the love and peace shirts. The peace and love shirts are very popular, but I would never just target them on their own. The first thing that I'm always thinking about is, how can I narrow this down to a specific niche? So I saw one shirt, here it is, the Feeling Groovy. So this is based off the 60s, 70s tie-dye theme. Now, instead of just doing a groovy shirt, you can niche this down to one groovy nurse, one groovy doctor, this is one groovy teacher or whatever, and try to narrow these ideas down to specific people. So you're not just competing with the Feeling Groovy, the Love and Peace shirts, because these Love and Peace shirts have been done to death. And as you can see, there's a lot of sponsored ads because people know that these sell, but you can get away from the competition by narrowing these ideas down a bit. And what I love about the retro space, you guys, is that there's so much you can do with this. There's 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and there's elements in every single decade that's popular, right? So with the 80s, you got Totally Rad. With the 70s, you got the hippies. The 60s, you got the hippies. There's so much. And if you are struggling with like ideas, just do a Google search for like 70s theme party, 80s theme party or whatever, and research different ideas for your shirts. Now, one theme I wanted to bring up, which was very popular over the last few years, is the lazy Halloween costume theme. This is a popular theme every single year where people don't buy costumes. They just wear a shirt that says, this is my blank costume. The issue here is it's competitive. So you got to think outside the box. So just going on the retro theme, I was just thinking something like, this is my disco t-shirt. If you're doing a 70s theme, this would be for somebody attending a 70s theme Halloween party and they just need a quick lazy costume. So you can think of ideas within the decade and create the lazy Halloween costume shirt for the various decades. This is my 80s music t-shirt or whatever. You can just play around with this so much. So I also jotted down some keywords that you might want to use in your titles of your shirt that of course are relevant to your design, but the decades. So you can do a 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s shirt. Don't forget to spell it out. The algorithm might be smart enough to, go between the two, but it can't hurt to spell out 60s, 70s, 80s as well, just in case. Decade music. So 60s music shirt, 70s music shirt, 80s music shirt. Don't use any, band names or anything. Please don't get in trouble with that. Theme. So 60s theme, Halloween t-shirt, retro, party, Halloween, hippie, throwback. That's a phrase people don't think about a lot. Costume. You can put costume in the title because people are buying shirts for costumes. Lazy costume, as I just talked about. This is my disco t-shirt. Vintage, of course, is another good keyword. And then, as I said before, niche this down by occupation. So this nurse is an 80s baby, or, one groovy nurse, one groovy doctor, one groovy t-shirt. So there's so many ways to niche this space down. And like I said, go to Google, get some ideas for some 70s and 80s themed parties and design away and get on this now. Don't wait until October 15th to start creating t-shirts because there's a lot of opportunity in this space, but you got to narrow this down. That's it, you guys. Short, sweet, to the point. I will see you in the next video.